What is up, guys? What is up? Strike with Strike Gaming here. What we're going to be doing today is we are going to be mastering Renekton in 5 minutes. So let's get right into it. Starting with first and foremost, it's going to be the runes. There are going to be two runes you're usually going to want to take. It's either going to be Conqueror or PTA. One is for burst lanes where you're going to be fighting short trades. One's for extended trades and to be tankier, right? Depends on the game which you're going to take. Number two is going to be his abilities. So let's get right into those. The first thing you need to know about Renekton is passive. Renekton gains 5 Fury per attack, while above 50 Fury, the next ability to spend becomes Empowered. Fury decays while out of combat, while below 50% health. Renekton gains increased 50% Fury. So what that tells you is that Renekton actually has more empowered abilities when he's fighting at lower health. Now, what's important about your Fury is this. Renekton swings his blade, this is Q, 191 physical damage, restoring health per non-champion and champion hit. So the more people around him when he Qs, the more he generates Fury and the more he heals. This can be used very well in stacked waves to actually get a bigger heal off. So Fury bonus, damage is increased to 285, so it almost doubles the damage, and the healing is increased to 19 health and 138 health. Against max health 600, does not generate any Fury because it costs Fury to use. Okay, so now his W is going to stun for 0.75 seconds, dealing a total of 356, and it technically hits a champion twice. It is an auto attack reset as well, and Renekton attacks 3 times and destroys shield before dealing 533 physical damage and stealing for 1.5 seconds. That is what the empowered W does. Now Renekton is his E. It dashes through champion, dealing 170 physical damage. He generates 2 Fury per non-champion and 10 Fury per champion hit. Hitting at least one enemy allows Renekton to recast this ability for 4 seconds. This recast dash deals 265 damage and instead removes 35% armor for 4 seconds. So, if you haven't noticed yet, Renekton is very good at fighting, especially when he has Fury. The important thing about Renekton's ult is that it lasts 15 seconds, he gains 700 health, and he gets 20 Fury when he activates it and deals 181 magic damage. So, you there. It's you. You got some explaining to do to me. Alright? What's up with this? What if it's about people are watching, but you're not subscribing. Subscribe! Alright. Back to the video. I'm watching you. Watching you. So we'll take a look here real quick and we will go into the build next. So with his build, there's going to be 2 builds that you're looking to do primarily. One build is going to be focused around either Eclipse and then building pretty tanky, and then sometimes you're going to want to go more for a all-in bruiser build, maybe a Sundered Sky, maybe a Tiamat, a Black Cleaver, and we'll do this for now. So if we look at his abilities and how they work, you can see as I attack here, I generate Fury, right? Only a little bit per second, right? Now something to note is that I could pop ult here, and I'll immediately get over my Fury bar because of how much I generate. Now, being in combat, right, with my passive around me, or with my ult around me, is going to help me generate Fury, so staying in combat is very useful for him. Now, the next thing that you can do now that you have full stack Fury, you can see here, is I can use my Q. It's going to do a lot more damage. We'll take a look at that empowered W, right? So it's 3 attacks. If I have PTA, you can proc all of PTA with his W, and then if it's just the regular W, it's only 2 attacks. Now with the E, you can see as I dash through, there's a timer on the recast, and then you can dash again. If I dash and I don't hit anybody, then it does not give you the recast. I have cooldowns turned off right now, so that's why you're seeing it that way. So he has a few basic combos that you're going to want to learn, and the primary one that you see a lot of people use is they will E in, Q, and then E out. A lot of other times people will E in, W, Q, E out, right? It's very useful to E in W and then they can't move. You're guaranteed the Q and then the E out. Now the other reason that people like this combo specifically is because your Q maximizes your damage in terms of your burst. So what people will do is they will E in W and then E out, but if I have no Fury stacked up, you'll see here, I'll E in W. Now I have enough Fury for 1 Q and I can still E out, right? Now, when you're talking about laning with Renekton, it's very, very simple in terms of his trading patterns. What he's looking to do is he's looking to use the wave to heal and also to manipulate with his abilities. You have to remember that Renekton, unlike other champions, the more things that he hits with his abilities, the more fury he generates. So your basic trading pattern might be like this: E in, W, Q, E out, right? Now, ideally, something else that we can do is that we can work into the minion wave here, and then with our fury stacked up, if we were low, what we can do, I will show you here, but not in this lane. We'll go to a lane that has some minions. What he can do is he can go into the minion wave, and I will show you this specifically. I'll go take some damage. This will help us kind of show you exactly what I'm talking about here. Man, I didn't realize I was so tanky. But you'll see what I'm talking about. Something that Renekton can do that's very deceitful is he can get lower and then he can E in, Q, and then E out. And you can see there I actually healed 286 health with that Q because of all the different minions I hit. Now, in a team fight situation, where potentially, let's stack up some Fury here. We're still pretty low on health, and we'll put a couple champions over here for us to manipulate with, and then we are going to go over here. Alright, so now you can see in a team fight situation, I could ult here and then Q, and you can see I just healed 600. Now, if you notice, the damage you output is actually pretty substantial, and the heal is pretty substantial as well. So if you keep track of your Fury and you use it at the right times, you actually have the ability to do a lot of damage. Now, this has been Renekton in 5 minutes, so hopefully playing Renekton going forward, you'll have an idea of what to do in lane, what to build, and how to play the champion. And I will see you guys in the next one.